Now, in this chapter, we will talk a little about the profession of selling. As we all will likely agree, the words selling, salesman, etc. come with a lot of negative baggage. Salespeople generally are not viewed very positively, and a large majority of business graduates report that they do not want to be a salesperson. And at the same time, the irony is, the fact is that an even bigger majority of business graduates actually start their careers in sales, which is often also called business development. So we will discuss why professional selling can be a great career, what are the broad categories of selling jobs are available out there, and how does the selling process look like? In other words, what steps do salespeople typically follow every day before they bring the exciting news of closed sales to their employer companies? You must know that there are many factors that make selling a very attractive career option. Often people don't know about those factors. As is reflected in the popular saying, many people say, once a salesman, always a salesman. And they say that for a reason. About 10% of America's labor force is employed in selling. Sales is a crucial job for the company, and it's important for for the country's economy as a whole as well. Salespeople are the face of the company and help establish business relationships. Business relationships. That's what their primary job is. In their everyday work, they have a lot of flexibility in their work hours, and it's not at all a 9 to 5 kind of a job. They can work intensively, for example, for a month or so, close a lot of sales, and then they can take it easy if they want to. The salespeople are meeting new people every day in their jobs, and hence, salespeople are often highly resourceful and street smart. Sales jobs are often very entrepreneurial, and in other words, your income is quite often directly related to how hard you work. Many companies actually even have profit sharing arrangements with their salespeople, which offers a very high earnings potential to sales professionals. To top it all, the days of a stereotypical fast talking salesperson who swindles unsuspecting customers, those days are pretty much over, and a lot of professionalism has now come into the field of sales. And last but not the least, one can get tremendous job satisfaction through being able to help out the clients solve a problem that they have, address a need that must be met, and by being a knowledgeable consultant who can enable that and whom the clients can trust. And all of this can be very fulfilling and satisfying for sales professionals. There are many more advantages, and we are not covering all of them, but the point is that you must consider professional selling as a career option as well. And maybe you're going to like it. Many people think that to be successful in sales, one needs to be aggressive, pushy, outgoing. Other qualities could be organized, hardworking, charismatic, creative, etc., etc. The list of qualities almost seems endless sometimes. However, the fact is that there are a variety of well-paying sales jobs available, and they often require a very different set of skill sets and personal qualities compared to what people commonly perceive uh, regarding sales professionals. As you read in the text, order getters' job is the most challenging since they are responsible for getting new business for the company, and hence they really need to have as many of the desirable qualities of a salesperson as possible. However, not all is lost for those with slightly different set of strengths. Order takers are mainly responsible for maintaining existing client relationships, and they do not have to go out and get new customers. Similarly, supporting salespeople too are not responsible for getting new business, but only enable the selling function in different ways. For example, a rep with a pharma company who visits doctors and educates doctors about his company's drugs is not directly required to sell and get orders. He relies on his knowledge about drugs, about patients, about medical research, and uses his analytical skills on the job. So the lesson here is, uh, consider the various options and see for yourself if any of the selling job profiles is a good fit for you. Don't shun a career in sales just because you have a negative perception of it. And here are the three broad types of supporting salespeople. Missionary salespeople are also sometimes called merchandisers or detailers, and their job is to kind of educate the customers more than trying to close a sale. Technical specialists have an important role to play. Order getters and order takers often don't mess with technical issues or technical details. It is a time-consuming job that can be left to a specialist instead, so the salespeople can focus on selling. CSRs, customer sales representatives or service representatives, they solve customer problems after the purchase, and hence they are responsible for customer loyalty and repeat business that comes from the customers. So in a way, they are salespeople too and get increased business for the company. This is the typical process that salespeople go through in their profession, starting with prospecting for new clients. They work hard to finally close the sales or obtain customer commitment. And if you ever opt for a career in sales, then you should know that you too will be following this very process in your job every day. We discuss this process, and also we conduct a live sales call in the professional selling class that we teach here at Seidman. Within selling, there can be two types of job profiles. One where you are responsible for selling directly to clients and getting the orders in. But you can also go into sales management, where you are responsible mainly for managing a team of salespeople. So as you see, the job of a sales manager is not to sell directly himself, but he is responsible for selecting, training, supervising a sales team, and for compensating them adequately. Many successful salespeople, they opt for sales management later in life, later in their careers. However, many don't, often because they don't want to miss out on all the excitement that comes with being a salesperson. Just for your information, Seidman offers a course on sales management as well, which exposes you to the various issues that sales managers face in their jobs. So here are a couple of messages to take away from this chapter. As we discussed, professional selling can be a very rewarding career, and you must consider it as a possible career option. Finally, here are some key terms to know, and that is all in professional selling. We will discuss advertising next. Until then, goodbye.